Hi friends! Real quick before we start, this video is not about wizards who do magic using soup. I am designing a wizard sona for the web novel Soup, aka Super Supportive, which is a sci-fi superhero web novel that has a species of aliens which have some members of the species who can use magic, who are called wizards, and they get their own silly little outfits, and that is what I am going to be designing today. If you have not read the web novel, do not worry, I have already explained literally everything that you need to know. Yesterday I decided to start rereading the novel, and it turns out that apparently just because you've done all your chores and your homework, it doesn't mean that it's healthy to read for 10 hours straight. So I've been forcing myself to take breaks, and what better way to take a break than to go and draw fan art of the thing that I'm reading. But I also didn't feel like going on the internet to try and find references of what the characters are actually supposed to look like, because I tend to be very wishy-washy when I am imagining characters and stories, so instead I decided to just design my own Soup Wizard Sona. Mostly, I've just adapted my Fursona Cherry's design. I've put up their design on the screen right now for you to look at. Hopefully, we'll see how I've edited this. I don't know yet. I'm just talking. I wasn't recording last night, but here are my I'm just doodling with no idea drawings. The basic wizard outfit is hammer pants, a turtleneck, and a lab coat. Mostly all I did here was just crop the absolute crap out of them. I dropped the lab coat off of their shoulders to get that kind of similar silhouette to their original design. And other than that, I didn't really do a lot. I wasn't super sure on what I wanted to do, other than go read more, which I was forcing myself to take a break from. Also, I'm so sorry about the camera quality. I know it's bad. I really need to buy a new phone stand so that it doesn't take me 50 million years to set up to record and then get terrible shaky cam. But that costs money, so I'm not going to. Also, I'd like to note here, it's common fanon that Artonans have this kind of very differently colored skin than humans do, but that this is fanon. They mostly have human skin tones, but then they're also always tinged with, green or pink or purple or whatever. But it's common fanon, and I like it, so I'm going to use it. But note here that the two tones isn't fanon. Section where I was talking about something that was mildly non-canon has been removed. The TLDR, they have stripes, okay? They have stripes. That's all that's important. They have stripes. Back to the video. I took a lot of creative liberties in where I placed them, just so I could make it match that calico coat a bit more. And technically, I guess it's not really calico because it's just the two colors, but the white has instead been moved to the lab coat sign. It's still there in my heart. Oh, and the ears are extremely just fanon. I made that up. I need to give aliens cute little ear changes. It's fun. It's fun. It's my drawing. I do what I want. The glasses on the design here got ditched immediately the second that I remembered that Artonans often get lots of magically binding tattoos and that they're frequently on their faces, and I was like, I could do the little hearts there. That would be so cute. And then I did them, and they're so cute. The glasses did come back as goggles. And while the goggles could work as their easy tech interface that wizards often carry around as like tablets, glasses, instead, I decided they're completely normal goggles, and they actually have an enhanced left eye so that I can get that one pink, one purple look that I normally have with the heart, and other reasons that have absolutely nothing to do with I the Somnium Files. Normally, when I design my characters, I generally don't have one set color palette or outfit for them, and it's kind of a similar thing here where I didn't bother to make a full ref sheet at the end because I never make ref sheets. But I would like to note that the design in the top right of this page here is what I would consider as being the canon design. Alright, now for the final section here, I'm going to be getting into some story spoilers. I don't know the exact chapter. If you haven't read the story and you don't want spoilers, please mute the video, close the video, whatever. Otherwise, let's get into it. So, while I did design them as a wizard here, I've always imagined them as being a knight, because to me, knights are very clearly easily read as allegories for long COVID, which I have. So what is a knight? Very quickly, there's basically two kinds of ways you can do magic in this. You can just do magic, easy peasy, or you can have the magic alien system hook you up with superpowers that you don't have to know how they work, you can just use them. If you can do normal magic and then you also get hooked up with superpowers, it causes you chronic pain and additionally causes you to have, it could be weeks from now, it could be months from now, it could be years from now, but it will happen is that you have to go and get fixed up by the system, and it causes extreme chronic pain all the time, but especially then. And to me, that feels very relatable for long COVID specifically because of the way in which always in the back of your mind is at any time I could catch COVID again, and then I get to go months where I'm too weak to open the doors at school. So how do we reconcile this? I just think it would be really funny if they're doing the opposite of what Alden is doing, and they're a knight pretending to be a wizard instead of being a knight pretending to be an avowed. They didn't want to affix it. It was just kind of like, oopsies, and they don't want to go do knight stuff. They don't want to protect the world. They want to do science stuff. They're still in university. They want to go and do university and science, and so they just haven't told anyone. Don't ask me how that would work. Logistically, the answer is it probably wouldn't, but that's okay. I'm not writing a fan fiction. I just drew some stuff, and now I'm talking. Don't ask me what skills that they would take. I don't know. I don't know. If I was given access to the system IRL, I would want to be a rabbit, but that's because I don't want to punch stuff. As this would be a completely different situation if they're, an alien and stuff. Anyway, that about wraps it up for today. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe, etc. If you have a super supportive OC or Sona or anything, you should send them to me. You should email them to me right now. My email's on screen. Do it right now. Close the video. Go email me. Yeah, I upload when I want to. See ya. God, that like and subscribe bit's gonna be so funny if I just upload this unlisted again, huh?